Welcome back. We're here to get you ready to meditate with us on Wednesday night, just like we do every time we put out one of these Trinity Minute videos. We're always talking about the energy and what it feels like and what the sensation is that you need to focus on when you're meditating. You don't ever just meditate on a word that produces nothing but mental garbage. You need a sensation of it. You have to hold the love of an energy, not just the wisdom. So, feeling that energy as a thing in your body is very important, and that's what we try and help you do. Tonight we're working on a very important energy, and that's mumbling, which is all about, saying something under your breath so the other person doesn't react. That's right, isn't it? That's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
no, wait, it's merging. Merging. All right, I'm going to make a little shift here. Ooh, okay, merging, a lot different than mumbling. We're going to talk about merging. How do we do that? Very simple. I'm going to use a principle that's talked about in all of the internal Chinese martial arts, things like Kung Fu and Bagwazan and Xin Yi and Tai Chi. All of them talk about this principle of sticking. You want to have your opponent stick to you. If they throw something and you put your hand up there and they just batter through it or bounce off, you haven't done anything. You need to have them stick when you put your hand up there to stop something. So we're going to talk about that principle. It's easy to visualize when we do this little exercise. And when you do, I hope you're going to get a sense of what merging is really all about. So this is for, somebody throws a punch or something like that, and I do one of these things where I'm just putting my hand up there, guiding it away from me. If I have a lot of tension and I go like this, it doesn't work because, here, throw it. I'm going to throw a punch. You're going to be tense.
Okay.
Right, just like that. Good. I fold. I reorbit.
Right.
I redirect. Tense doesn't work. But if you're relaxed and you throw that, it stops. I can't get away. I'm stuck to her, which is useful. Being tense isn't useful because they just bounce off or they redirect. So you have to have this sense of sticking when you do some sort of touching of your opponent. Not that you're going to stick to them, but that they're going to stick to you. How does that work? Well, imagine two batteries. I have two car batteries and I hook them together. How's the energy going to flow? Well, it's going to flow from the full battery into the emptier battery, right? That's how current works. So if you want to have the other person stick to you, you have to be the emptier battery. That's what creates the current. So we're just going to do a simple thing. You're going to put your hand out like that. I'm going to lay my hand on it. And if you're tense, I'm just going to slide right off. But if you want to have me stick, you have to release. There's a Chinese concept called song. It's often translated as relaxing, but it's not relaxing, it's releasing. You have to be more released than the other person. So I always imagine that somebody has pulled a little drain plug out of the bottom of my heel, and all of the tension is draining out into the ground. I'm still able to move, I still have strength, I still have coordination, but none of it is tense. So if I do that, I'm stuck, right? All she had to do was release, be more released than me, and it creates this merging. There's a flow between us now. If she tightens up again, tighten up. But if she releases, I stick. She's not stuck to me, I'm stuck to her. If she moves, I move. The only way I can get away is to be more released than her, right? That's how it works. That's the principle of sticking, and it's about this flow of energy from the tenser to the more released. You can create that dynamic in any situation. It doesn't have to be a physical situation. if you're talking to somebody and you're having a verbal interaction, you can still create that flow from more tense to less tense. Easy way to do it is to think of something that you have trouble bringing up, where you don't feel that you're going to be heard or valued, and so you often, oh God, I got to say this thing again, and there's going to be pushback. Do you have a place in your life where you feel that there might be pushback and it prevents you from really just saying what's true for you?
Yes, sometimes that's in my family.
Okay. So what would you have trouble saying there?
Well, that's not what it symbolically means.
Okay. So say that. That's not what I see the symbol as.
That's not symbolic. I don't have anything to go on.
Okay. What do you feel inside while you were saying that?
Upset.
Yeah, tense.
Tense, yeah.
So let's pick something that has no tension around it. How old is your car?
13 years.
13 years. What do you feel inside when you're saying that?
So?
Yeah, it's just empty.
Yeah.
So say, that's not what it's symbolically about, but try and get that empty feeling like you were saying, oh, my car's 13 years old.
That's not what it symbolically means.
Good.
Can you give me
Did
what
you
it means?
feel the same emptiness inside?
Yeah.
If you can do that, then you've captured the other person's energy. They are going to stick to you now, and there will be a flow from the full battery to the more empty battery. You've created this merging simply by emptying the tension out of your body.
Beautiful.
If you think this stuff's cool, you should stay tuned for more Trinity.